And welcome to Your Chance again. If you never had a chance, this is your chance to call your chance and talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. So far we are a family, and I have my daughters with me. And at the end, starting over at the left,
Keisha.
Trina.
Tasha.
and Terry.
That was low.
That's our other voice.
Right.
Right.
That's her business voice.
Yes, it is. We're professional.
All right, we're going to get off into hygiene.
Me?
Ooh, that's number one.
Oh, and yeah, let's talk about the hygiene.
All right, it's summertime, everybody. So we know we need to freshen up, get yourself clean. What I don't understand is the people who is the ones that's really musty or whatever. It's like they can't smell themselves. I don't understand it because if everybody else smell it, then why you don't? Just saying, just need to get the hygiene together. It's getting hot outside. You don't have to double up on the deodorant. Just one swipe, one swipe.
I mean, everybody can smell themselves. Like when you go like one of these, you know you smell it, or if you know what I'm saying, I do it and I don't even be musty. I just sometimes be like double check, maybe just make sure I'm good. You know, you got to like.
But some people that smell really, really bad, obviously they can't smell themselves. You can smell them, but they
Well, they used to it. They used to smelling
That's what I was about
themselves,
to say.
so that's probably why.
Then they nose is, very.
We got a caller. Go ahead, caller.
Your chance.
Hello. I just want you all to be mindful that it's another 18,000 households will have their water shut off. So you don't know if we're running into people with all kind of health issues and spreading viral hepatitis and all kind of other infections. So be careful in your surroundings and around and touching doorknobs because you must remember we don't know who these people are and their children and their children and all of them walking around here with no water and they're it's a health issue for all of us. So be mindful of that and have whatever because I have my wipes and my alcohol and I just travel just to be prepared as much as you can to protect yourself because we know not whose households are, even the people that's serving you food in a restaurant, you don't know if their water is off and if they're infected. So just be mindful and careful and prayerful. Thank you for taking my call.
Oh, you're
Oh,
welcome.
you're welcome.
Right. We appreciate you for calling in, caller. But yeah, that's understandable. But we talking about the people that's just lazy, that don't really get up and clean themselves. But you are right. We do need to take that into consideration because it is some people out here with health problems.
Right. And
That's
don't
true.
Have,
That's
and
true.
Don't have water. And
Right. Well,
stuff,
that's a different type of odor. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things, certain orders you can't control, and certain orders is you know what I'm saying. You know when you come across of it, you know. But a lot of odors that I'm talking about is odors where you can definitely, whether you go to the bathroom at a restaurant or something, you can definitely try to freshen up and you know what I'm saying. Like if you know it, you would try to fix it. You know what I'm saying, regardless of your. If you don't have no water, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. That might just be me, you know, like, period. I mean, but I get, like, people have medical issues and stuff like that. That's not really what we're talking about. That's just, you know, that's something
Understandable.
you can't change.
Right.
You just have some people that come out here and they dress up and they know they look good. They know they can afford it. They know they lights on, they water on, and still some people just don't want to take that time to wash up.
Some people
Yeah.
just don't like showers, and you know you got those people. But at the end of the day, if you don't like a shower, you gotta be respectful of the people that you're gonna be around. You know, you can't come to work like that and then you just
Make
trying to get
everybody
hugs.
suffer.
I mean, it could go a whole lot of different ways, from your breath to your people get together lounging at the house and somebody take off their shoes and it's very polluted.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Why do people, mainly guys, if you know your feet stink? If I can smell in the whole room, I don't understand how do they act like they just don't smell that. Now if that's a problem, you need to really address that. Get the foot powder and all that, and take care of that. Don't take your shoes off at someone's house because you have the whole room just smelling like Fritos. That is just so disrespectful. And you acting like Nothing. That's irritating.
Moral to the story is it's hot. It's getting hot. It's
Very
gonna be
hot.
humid. So just wash up. Keep it clean.
Keep it
keep
fresh.
it dry. Keep it fresh.
Keep
Yeah.
it fresh.
Not trying to offend no one out here at all,
Right.
because we just, we do know some people that can smell, so sometimes you can let them know and it still don't do no good.
What's the proper way to let somebody know?
Yeah. If they
If you in a work setting or something,
for
and you know,
those
or-
that want to tell somebody that they have an odor or anything, like what is a nice way to say it without being
Offending
mean,
them.
offending
Right. How do you
the person?
approach them without without
'Cause-
offending them?
I can't do it.
I can't either. It's just.
I don't know how to say it in a nice way. I mean, my way is gonna be like, I'm trying to be. Excuse me, he got a smell.
Well, we have to
I don't know.
be like kids friendly, like, cause the grandkids sometimes they'll come up to me and say, "Grandma, oh, your breath stink." I'll be like, kids gonna keep it real,
Yeah, kids don't have no filter.
They don't have no. And I'll be like, "Oh man, my breath stink." They be like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I just ate such and such." And they're, "Oh, okay then, Grandma, But yeah, so
Yeah, we do need some
'cause I love to
some
eat
nice
onions.
way. Yeah, I love the
I
onions and
love
garlic
onions,
too.
raw onions and stuff like.
But we do need to find some ways to approach someone,
But
without
even if
hurting
you
their feelings.
Even if you do tell them that they smell, they don't. It's like they don't believe you, or they're gonna talk it down, and then the next time you see them, it's gonna be the same old thing.
No, it's just some people just don't know
But we
how
got
to
a caller.
take.
Right?
Welcome to your chance, caller.
Hi. This is an interesting, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, this is an interesting subject you have today. And there's absolutely, people can offend by odor. But you know what, there's so many different circumstances under which that can occur. Now, one of them is culture. I have worked around a lot of people who are not from this country.
Right.
And a lot of them think we stink.
Right.
We have
That's
too
true.
much perfume.
What? Really?
They like the natural odor, and I've been told that too. Okay, and I'm going like, wow, okay, but they don't like underarm deodorant. Now that they think that our musk is more, I presume, more sexy to them than an animal's musk, because most of that perfume and stuff is either chemicals or animal musk. Okay.
Right.
So I've heard them actually say that. And when you go over to other countries, you would be surprised. Somebody would offend you or come up to you and say, hey, look, you stink because you have on too much animal musk.
Right.
And that happens over in Africa and India and a lot of places like that. I happen to work with a lot of people who come from those different areas. I'm in the healthcare field. And a lot of our patients get very offended by many of those healthcare professionals because they don't smell like we smell. So that's one of the situations that can come up. And I myself personally had to face something personally about that because I had just worked with a gentleman who really did have a lot of musk up under his arm. He had a musky smell to him. And I had worked with him, and it got off on me. Okay, some of it got on my uniform. And I went into a meeting, and everybody was looking at me like, hey, what's going on, And I said, well, I just happened to handle a patient who has the musky odor, and I actually had to go home and change clothes.
Wow.
So, it depends on what it is. It's always not necessarily hygiene, but it could be culture. So think about that when you approach people with that kind of stuff. And a lot of them they don't brush their teeth. They use those sticks. I'm sure you have seen them. They chew on sticks instead of brushing their teeth. Have you guys seen that before?
No, I haven't.
Years ago. I forget all about that.
Yeah. When you work out, in certain areas with a lot of different people, and we are a diverse country. We got a lot of people here from a lot of different places. And again, what offends us, it doesn't bother them, but you go over there where they live at, and they really kick you out of there. It's very interesting, but odor, I do agree, a lot of us, it's just straight up soap and water issues where a lot of people are just not taking care of business. And that brings to mind these little kids, these little young girls that want to perform all sex and stuff like them, these little boys and stuff that we hear about in the schools. I have a lot of friends who work in the school system who said that is a very common practice. And I'm going, oh, my Lord, no wonder they have all these diseases out here like human papilloma virus and all this. These little girls going out here putting their mouths in places where they shouldn't be with these little boys who don't have good hygiene.
Right.
That is one of the reasons why we have a lot of these diseases out here, these STDs and stuff. So a lot of people are just not training their children to take care of their hygiene. Wash up before you go outside. How about washing your clothes? We got people who will wear the same thing over and over and over again, and they don't wash it. They don't wash it. And, you know, just a whole lot of stuff like this. I'm sure that's what you guys were alluding to, but I did want to bring those other factors in, that a lot of people from somewhere else, they don't think they stink at all. We just do. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in, caller. That was very good, but yes.
That is true. And like she said, it is a lot of different things because as she was talking, I was also thinking like people who overuse perfumes and colognes. Because I did it today. I ain't gonna lie. I sprayed my perfume on, but I couldn't smell it. So I went back for 2 more tries and I did it. I did it too many times and I smelled it, but then I realized that when my baby was looking at me funny and like maybe I sprayed too much. So you can definitely, the odor wise with perfume and colognes too, if you overdoing it, that's a problem because you're interfering with my smell.
Right. So piggybacking off what she said, so you know when we all leave here today, we gonna smell like her. You gonna be on us. When I walk out of here, we gonna smell. I'm gonna smell like you.
Like Mama yesterday. What I did,
I put a lot of oil too.
I did it on my back.
So we probably got a whole diversity, a whole crazy smell going on out here.
But she did. She put extra on me.
So we got 4 different smells
Just to
going
let y'all
on.
know, that's our daddy Gene, because he go through
Yeah,
one
he
bottle
go-
a week.
He spray a
week.
bottle like water, like if it's hot,
Daddy
you got
gonna
that
get
water
you.
bottle and it just spray like this to cool you off. That's how he spray his cologne.
But yeah, back to the different cultures.
Sorry, baby.
I work in the medical field too, and I can tell when, I hate to say this, when we have an African patient or a person come in, because you know when they been there, because they do have this certain little, they all have that same little
Yeah.
smell. I don't know what it is, but
It's like the
That
little
shea
shea
butter or
butter that
something.
they use, and they use the black soap, stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah, you
I
can
tried
tell,
that black
yeah.
soap once too.
They said it's good for the skin.
It's supposed to be healthy, but
Yeah.
I'm good with my
Supposed to make your skin soft.
Dove.
So like, even though it's coming off black, it's not dirt. It's just the color of the soap.
Right.
If you don't take care of yourself, it's dirt.
Especially if you leave some on there. But and then getting like to the young ladies who are growing up, you know, and just having a menstrual period, you know, you have to be careful too, and make sure you
Right, they don't know.
I know that's
Right.
why we're gonna talk.
Cause no, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you, God. Cause I have a 13-year-old, and I'm not gonna lie. Every now and then, that's why parents, you have to teach your kids. I know when she on. When I walk past her, I stop her like, I smell you.
That's how you say
Yes, that's my daughter. She know how I talk. That's why we need to know better ways how to tell people. But I just go up her. It's better than saying you stink. I go up to her. I be like, I smell you. Are you on? Okay, I need you to take a shower and take care of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
like our youngsters, some of you
Well, how am I
guys,
supposed to say it?
some of you guys
Well,
come
that's
on.
why we need to figure out a better way to.
No, but
I
you
feel
you
it's
supposed to
kinda
get
rude.
it. No, you supposed to get it from home first. Well, then somebody else out on the street tell you, and she don't be offended because that's how I talk. Is, girl, you stink. No, it's like Lauren, I smell you. Dang, I ain't made my baby name, but it's just like I smell you. Are you on? Like you need to take a shower. You know, get that
Shane,
together.
well, this episode.
So you know, I found out that some girls come on when they 9 years old on their menstrual
Oh
period.
man.
And so that's real young, and they don't know what to do, you know. So if you ever feel funny down below between your legs, you know, ask to go to the bathroom, or you know, if you just start feeling any kind of strangeness
Stomach
down there,
feelings.
yeah, go to the bathroom and take paper towels or anything until you can go to the office and ask them for some pads to go between your legs, because girls do have menstrual periods that they come on. And because I remember when I was young and I was way back,
Oh my god.
I came on and I was screaming and hollering because I was bleeding. Thank God I came on at home. thank God I came on at home, but I was screaming and hollering, "Mama, mama!" And all she did was toss me a Kotex, Kotex, and say, "Put it between your legs." So I didn't know about, after I put it between my legs, I didn't know about cleaning myself or doing all of that and stuff because I was still shook up and scared. But, so young ladies, ain't nothing wrong with it. All women's come on. All you need to do is just,
Keep the hygiene up.
just wipe behind yourself, and you're going to bleed probably for like 3 days, maybe some people a week. And and just long as you keep yourself clean down there. And if you could smell yourself, that means you need to go back in the bathroom and do it again. That's all.
You just need to change your pad too, frankly, also.
Yeah,
don't
you'll
keep
know
that
when
pad
you
on
need to
all
change the
day.
pad.
It has to be changed if
Yeah.
you don't know that. But I have grown kids as well, and they'll tell you. Now, them I used to be like, you stink for the boys.
Oh
But
yeah, the
for
boys.
Lauren, it's just like, yeah, I smell
You
you.
can tell them. That's what I'm gonna tell Katie. Katie, he want to boo boo.
How you already going to call that on him now? He don't even
Right.
say.
He do. He boo boo. He be stinking.
That's different.
We're talking about when they get older.
Because that
He
feet,
be
taking up your
walking
feet,
around like he
my house
don't.
smelling like corn chips.
Well,
I
anyway,
can't.
we not out trying to hurt nobody, but we love you guys, and we just want everybody to keep in mind about how you smell and this and that.
You're so rude.
On that note,
Keep in mind about
if
how
you have
smell.
any suggestions on how to tell somebody in a very, very nice way about their hygiene, call in and let us know. We would like to know. But our next topic is, why do we tend to judge people by its cover?
Yeah.
Like y'all just did. Y'all just judged all these people
No,
about they
no, no,
stink,
we didn't
and they
judge-
got cultural.
No, we was
different.
No, we not talking
No,
about
we
people.
talking about when you
culture.
see people.
Yeah.
Why do you judge people by the
No.
book of their covers? Like I got a
Well,
lot of
then,
people.
When you had that
We don't
person
see
in
them
your
people.
Office, you judged them.
No,
like they
That
stink
wasn't no
like-
judge. You
No.
do stink. You stink.
I'm talking junk, y'all.
But no, like the judging the book by its cover. I get so many people at my job that try to come talk to me like I'm 20-some years old. I'm a grown woman. And they be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. I thought you was 20s." And with you, it shouldn't matter how old the person is. You should talk to people how you would like people to talk to you.
Yeah.
But people tend to think because you look young, oh, she young, she don't know nothing.
Do they ever tell
No.
you look mean?
No,
'Cause you
because
do
at my
sometimes.
job, I had a pretty smile on.
Do
so-
you?
All the time.
Oh, okay.
Customer service, yes.
But she lying.
No, at my job, I do smile. I do smile all the time.
But they tell you mean.
No, they just be like, I'm very blunt, so honest,
Oh, okay.
but not mean.
I think she's the blunt one, you the mean one, and I'm like the nice
Right,
one.
I'm the blunt one.
I'm
I'ma
the
tell you how it
nicest
is.
one.
She the mean one.
I'm the nice
She the nice,
hype.
The crazy.
bipolar, psycho T.
I'm not
one.
bipolar. I'm not.
But yeah, back to the judging by its cover. That's
y'all,
everybody
you
should be
just
treated
judge
with the
them by
same
they
respect.
cover.
Yeah, you
No,
judge
we
me.
not know them, so
She just judged me by my cuss 'cause I am not mean.
Why? Cause I'm light skinned.
We ain't got to
no,
that
Red
part
Bone.
yet.
We right. We that's a whole nother topic about that.
Yeah, we will be working on that one.
But that's, I mean, that's definitely true. You judge a lot. I judge a lot of books by its cover. That might be bad, but it do. Like, especially when it comes to guys and everything like
Yeah.
that. Like, if I see you out here, you got everything new on, and you look fresh, you got the hottest chain, I think you a drug dealer. I think you selling something.
Or yep, that. And I don't want to get
judge
shot
a
in the
book-
car with you.
Right, I judge a book by its cover, but I don't know. You probably came from money. You probably went to school, got a good job. You probably paid off. You know what I'm saying? But I
Right.
just think you a drug dealer.
But it's just called being safe. Being on the safe side.
Nope. If I see a nice guy who's
gotta stay back
here. Who's-
Might just echo.
who's I don't know, who just look very nice and everything, I think you a nerd and you not gonna be my type.
Oh, you real bad.
You is mean.
You know, you gotta take the time out to get to know somebody. All you do is just talk to them for 5 minutes, and you have your answer.
Well, I guess I won't talk to nobody because guys don't know how to talk to nobody. See, they come up to you, hey ma.
Now that I done judge you with
Or,
that.
hey.
Hey, man.
hey.
Yeah,
hey.
yeah, I don't like that.
But I have met elderly men and stuff, and some of them look like they might be homeless or don't have nothing or ain't dressing
the
right.
rich ones.
Yeah, and they be smart and intelligent and they have a lot going on for themselves. It's the ones who look like they probably got something that's got the problem. Okay,
What they say?
But I learned I can't remember, but I have 2 incidents. That's how I learned not to judge people by they look, the way they talk, the way they speak. Because intelligent people, they can speak real good, but they so dumb.
They
Streetwise or
No common sense.
no common sense at all.
They just book smart.
They just know them big words or whatever. But
Because
You gotta be warm. You gotta be around.
know
You gotta be
everything.
street smarts and book smart. Just book smarts. They don't have common sense.
no,
I
you gotta
have one super smart kid. He the smartest thing walking, but that boy don't have no common sense. It's crazy. Then you got my other one. He's smart, but not as smart as him. But he got common sense. He's just as smart as that. Yeah, you can't judge a book by its cover.
no, you can't.
Cannot.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they say. They say, like, you know how they always say, like, you can see the white man. Excuse my language for all y'all who watching, but the white man, he walks around with his, shoes and his dress. You wouldn't think that he got a lot of money, but that's the richest person compared to the person who walking around with these
Elegant
$1,000 shoes on, $200 pants, $300 shirts with the glasses, the earrings, and that's the brokest person. You ain't got no money in the
Right.
bank, ain't nothing saved up, so it's just like you always judging the book by its cover.
Right. I used to work for one of the big 3 companies, and you have all these women
Oh,
chasing
what?
these guys. They want the guys that work at the plant because they driving a truck and this and that. But you don't realize they got bills. That's the front.
Everybody
They got to
got
pay that no bill and this and that. They don't got no money to splurge.
She-
That's just that outfit for that weekend.
She used to work for him. I work for him now, and I'm gonna tell you, we are some of the brokest people ever. I am broke number 1. That's me, and I work for one of the big 3s. Do not let that's judging the book by its cover. Just because you work there does not mean you got money. And they portray that they do.
That because the more you have, the more you
Yeah,
spend.
the more you make, the more you
more you
spend, the
use.
more the bills.
Right, because now you done bought a house, you done bought a vehicle, you living better because you making more money. But at the end of the day, you
still
got
don't have
bills.
nothing.
So,
So,
yeah.
girls, the moral of this story: don't go chasing after guys with Corvettes or
trying to
or-
get you a baller.
Or what's them other rides? Cadillacs, Corvettes, any rides or them Chargers. Don't go chasing them. They have bills to pay.
I mean, it's unless you bringing
Oh,
something to the
charge.
table, don't let that be the reason why you're talking to them.
Yeah, money.
Because that's just material things. It's all in that conversation with you and that person.
And the best relationship that will last is spending
you
time
let
getting to
God
know
bless
their
them.
personality and then loving them for who they are and not for what they have, not for what they do, but just, find that common bonding.
Well, the best part of having a
you would've been-
relationship is
No, wait.
friendship.
No,
You got to
the
be
person
friends
said-
first.
She would have always said, it ain't the best relationship unless God send them to you. Why you ain't say that?
Yep, that's true.
So that don't mean go to church. That don't mean go to church
No,
now.
right.
'Cause-
You do.
don't
I
have
tell
to.
them all the time.
Because
just
a lot of them in church
wait
ain't right
around
either.
and let the Lord bring you the man. Don't go looking, especially don't get in one relationship and get out and get into another one. Just relax, enjoy life, have fun. You got a long life. Trust me, time go by real fast. Okay. I never thought I was gonna be in my 50s. Time go by real fast. All right. So enjoy
almost at your
life.
You ain't your sick. Right. I'm like,
You 60. Ain't you in your 60?
oh,
I'm only 58.
Oh, close
Oh.
enough. But
You gotta start saying 60s.
yeah, you can't say 50.
Well, anyway, that's more to that story. So,
Yeah.
your mate, y'all done with that?
that was it with that.
No.
Dang, I think I had something else, but you threw me off with that 50.
Because I am 50 something.
So right, this falls right in place with the last topic. Go ahead.
Right. Go ahead, talk, Keisha.
Do your mate have to keep up a certain image to keep you?
Man, we don't know that.
Was you
shit.
supposed
got
to
the
say
most
that?
relationship.
Right, you living in the palace. You ain't out here with us peasants that gotta work and everything. You living in the
Right.
palace.
Wait, we gotta call
Do
her.
you have to keep a certain
Let's get
image?
the caller.
Okay.
Go ahead, caller.
Hi. I remember you saying on your last session about your theme song that you sing so very nicely. You said you were on deathbed when you made the song. I'm speaking to the mother.
She said I what? You
You's
said
on
I what
deathbed.
now?
I think you said you were on deathbed when you made the song.
Oh,
or wrote
yes.
the song.
Yeah. Yes.
So So, do you want to share with us what was wrong?
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Because they won't let me get to that part. They don't want me to tell my miracle stories and stuff. Yeah.
Tell your
Well,
story.
Go
at
ahead.
the time, I'll make it quick. Okay. At the time, I was young, and then I had 2 kids at the time, 3 kids at the time, and well, yeah, I had them. They was young, but the thing is that my daughter was up in age, and she started having kids.
No,
No. And then our place that we was living in, it became a little small. It became a little small, and it was a lot of us in there, and then it was a lot that we had to do to make it work. You know, because we was in a process of moving, and I didn't realize I was stressing. I was stressing real bad, you know, because I really wanted to get out of that apartment that I was living in. So what had happened is that I wound up getting sick, and I didn't realize I was sick, and I had a bleeding ulcer, and I did not know I had a bleeding ulcer. And I went in the bathroom, and I passed out, and my husband had to like push the door in, and then when he got in there, he slapped me, and I didn't come through. He said he put me on the bed, and then I wound up coming through a few times. No, he slapped me to bring me in.
I'm sorry, I said it was.
And then when I came through, my hands was cold, my eyes was yellow, my fingernails was yellow, you know, and he was told he rushed me to the hospital, and when he got me to the hospital, they told me that I should have been dead, that people come in my condition, they be dead, you know, because they had 5 pints of blood ready for me. And it wasn't only that too. It was that I was smoking weed at the time. I was a drunk. You know, I was drinking early in the morning before the kids go to school, when they came home from school. I mean, whatever it was, I was doing it, you know. And so they said that I should have been gone. You know, they had to put tubes up my nose to go down my throat to find out where the bleeding was coming from. I was bleeding. If I was bleeding in my stomach, I wasn't going to live. But they found out it was below out my bowels. So they treated me, and after they treated me, they told me that I was a miracle, you know, and they had like a bunch of doctors and nurses coming in and asking me about myself, what happened, because I shouldn't have been there, because a lot of people never make it. And then so I stayed in the hospital for 2 weeks, and then when it was time for me to leave, I came home and I went to sleep, and then when I woke up, it was a lady standing next to me. She was in all white, and she was smiling at me. You know, she was just smiling at me, like, you know, and I could just feel the goodness coming out of her. And the more to the story, I had asked the Lord a long time ago that I wanted to stop drinking, stop smoking. I wanted to stop doing all of that. And I told him the only way I'm going to stop if he helped me stop, you know, make me stop. And so when this lady came and appeared, you know, I couldn't believe it. So then she disappeared. I woke up the next day, went to sleep, because nobody believed me when I told them about her. And I woke up the next day, I looked at my closet door, it was a dot on the door, and I was like so concerned about this dot on my closet door, and I said, oh my God, this dot is on my door, it never been there before. So anyway, by the time 2 weeks went past, an image showed up on my my closet door, and it showed up where it was nobody know what Jesus looked like, but this picture, I still have it now. I have it now. It's this picture of Jesus with a sheep over his head, and that's us, we the sheep. And then it's a womb, like a tunnel. When people say when they die, they go into the tunnel, or when the baby come out the woman's private part, it's like a tunnel. It's a tunnel there. And then when I took pictures of it, I took a picture of it, and it wound up being 2 like disciples, 2 people there, you know, but you can only see it on the picture. You can't see it on the board. And then, I mean, it was a lot going on. But after that, when I got well, I didn't smoke no more. I didn't drink no more. I didn't cuss no more. Like, you know, I mean, when I'm talking about somebody was healed and saved, oh my God, my life was totally turned around. I was a totally different person, you know. So this one know me when I was a drunk. This one right here knew me when I was a drunk, and then she knew me when I wasn't. She never saw me as a drunk, you know. But yeah, it turned my whole life around, you know. And it just, we moved, we got a bigger place. My kids got better, you know. They grew up and they all went to college. They did their thing, you know. So that was my miracle, that God brought me out of torment, you know, that I was going through, you know.
We have another caller.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is a great story.
Go ahead, caller.
Ladies, how are you?
Hi.
First of all, thank God for testimonies.
Yeah. Thank you. You're right.
And you know, it's the fact that you don't wear it today, your trials and your tribulations. So I'm glad that the caller called in to ask you to share your stories, because you don't know how many people you might have just affected
Right.
by your story.
Right.
Because people don't know your story, and people, like we talked about, don't judge people. You can't judge people because people don't know where you come from
Right.
and where you going.
Right.
So I'm glad you're able to tell your story. And I want to talk about as far as relationships. You know, to me, people play around with relationships. And relationships is powerful, just like sex is powerful. People play around with sex. You know, we got, in today's generation, we got more people planning to get married rather than planning to be married. You know, getting married is like going to an adult prom. But being married takes a lot of work and a lot of commitment, and it begins with friendship.
Right.
Too many people don't like who like them. They force themselves on each other, or they force themselves on each other because of trivial or material things. Like who like you, love who love you. And the thing of it is, if it don't fit, don't force it.
Right.
The bottom line is, relationships come through maturation or marination. You've got to grow on each other. You know, if a gentleman steps to any of you and he don't want to know what's inside your head first, inside your heart, then how could he ever begin to even love you? Because he don't know you. He might like you because you got a big booty, you know, or you got something else that he like appealing to you, but that ain't gonna last. The only thing that lasts is what you develop and what you put time into. You know, I mean, especially if you are, I don't know how many of you women have children, and if you're seeking out men, you've got to make sure they can understand and respect your child, your children, before they respect you. If they can't respect your children, they can't respect you.
Right.
You know, how many times we see when the mother go off to work and leave them with the boyfriend, and the boyfriend put them in the microwave, put them in the dryers, or that shaking syndrome.
Right.
We got too much going on in our society. The bottom line is, I'd rather see a woman or a man by themselves than to bring the devil into the house and try to mature or try to tame the devil. You know, so we ain't got time to try to tame the devil. When life is hard, when you're by yourself, all alone, life is already hard. So to bring the devil in your house, or to bring the devil in your home and around your kids, you just asking for problems.
Yeah.
You know, so like today time, you know, you must develop a relationship, and the relationship begins with being friends. If the first thing you think about is sex, the first thing you think about what this person can do for you, that's going to be a failed relationship. You're building a house made upon cards.
Right.
The bottom line is, I want to know who you are. I want to know what's in your head, what's in your heart, because if I give you my heart and I give you my head, I want to know if you can protect it.
Yeah.
Right.
True. Yeah. That's right. Well, we're going to talk about that, but I just wanted to piggyback on what the lady, you know, when she asked me. So after I got healed.
Thank you,
Okay,
caller.
wait. After I got healed, hold on, caller. After I got healed, I just wanted to say I started hearing music. I started hearing music, and I started writing down the words. I heard music and heard the words, and I just started writing down the words because I heard the songs and the music. And I like could do an album and more right now. So, yeah. So he blessed me in a lot of ways, the Lord did. But yeah, we're getting back.
One more caller. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, I just want to say that I thank God for that testimony. You helped a whole lot of people. Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you. Welcome. I've been wanting to tell you guys that story for the longest. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad.
Because you know what that is too. I remember when I was in my deepest sin, let people know there is a God. There is a God. I woke up. I was in a dream one morning about 2:00, and he showed me that I was going to hell. It was real. I was going to hell. It was like I was in a church. There was 2 aisles, and I was midways of this aisle, and everybody in front of me. There was the biggest fire I've ever seen. Everybody in front of me went through the fire. Now, it was a guy on the end. He went. That's on my seat. The lady, she went. I was going to be next. When the lady went, she went and she was screaming to the top of her voice. He was saying, no. You lived like you wanted to live, so walk on in. Whoa. She walked on in that big fire, and she was yelling and yelling till her voice went, I smelled her hair burning, till her voice went down to, like that. And I was going to be next.
Wow.
The phone rang 3:00 in the morning, and that's why I didn't go.
Wow.
So it let me know, people, there is a hell.
Yeah, there
and
is
I have
a
not
hell.
been the same since. God saved me, and I was, I was 20.
And that was a wake-up call.
28 then, and I've been saved since I was 29.
Wow.
So thank you for that testimony.
see,
Thank you
just-
for
thank
that
you for your
story.
testimony,
Right.
too.
That was a wake-up call. That was deep.
Yeah, that was real
That's
deep.
scary.
We got another caller.
That's
Thank
real
you, caller.
scary.
Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Hi.
hi.
Thank you. The young lady that just told her testimony,
Yes.
I'm 62 years old. I've been in your shoes, and God has saved me. I was drinking, an alcoholic, and out of my mind. But you know what? God saved me. I gave up all that sin, smoking cigarettes and drinking. And let me tell you, young lady, I'm glad to hear you did that testimony, because there's a lot of old people out here been in the same shoes, and they do not confess or to give that kind of statement. That testimony you just given,
Right,
they some of them go to hell with it, you know. And they wonder why the young people doing so bad. They got it from the old.
Because they
You
need
know
to
what I'm
get
saying?
it out. Yeah.
But you did a wonderful thing there. You did your testimony, and that should wake up a lot of older people just as well as the young folk. So God bless you, and stay safe, child.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you, baby. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So that was really good. You I love you.
Look at you. You done helped everybody.
Thank you. Yeah.
That was really, really good. Glad you shared that. You see, you helped a lot of
I've been
people.
wanting to get that out for the longest. I got so many testimony, but I know. But,
Oh, man.
but anyway,
We could give her a testimony every day.
Okay.
She get a minute testimony.
And then also
5 minutes
about the
text.
guy.
Yeah, about the guy. But he was like talking about the relationship. Yeah, you
And
know
he-
when you go. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that he was right. In order to have a good relationship, you have to build that foundation first. You should get to know a person first and become friends. Because without friends, you have nothing. Nothing. You got to have a friendship.
Yeah, yeah. And then you're gonna go through ups and downs in a relationship. You know, everything be good for that. Maybe it used to be good for a year, 2 years, or 3 years, but now I'm watching a generation is like a year, maybe 6 months, or maybe 3 weeks. You never know. But yeah, but you're gonna hit that rock, and then too, when you meet people tends to hide things from you. They want you to just see this good part of them, but eventually, as you be with them, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. That's why I believe being myself. I'm natural. This is me. You see that me, you gonna see this is me all the time. But people like to pretend to be something that they're not. You know, and that's what hurts the relationship. And when you hit that little rock, some people want to run on stepping on a little rock. No, you're gonna hit a rock. You're gonna hit a brick.
In every
You're gonna,
relationship.
yeah. I mean, this world is about forgiving people and still loving them. You know, showing them that you can trust them. Ain't nobody on this earth perfect. Nobody. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna go through things. You know, people gonna hurt you, and I mean, you just gotta know how to deal with it.
Want to take a caller?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna take this call. Go ahead, caller.
Your chance.
Yes, hello?
Yes.
Yes, you all telling the truth.
You all really telling the truth, but I just like to say, as a senior Christian, you know, I tell you, you got to find somebody equally yoked with you.
Yeah.
You know, and all this bad boy syndrome that the children, girls like. You got to find somebody equally yoked. You got to find a Christian man.
Yeah.
And you're still going to have problems. I've been married 50 years. So I can tell you a little something.
Okay, that's what
You know, God
you got to
bless you
tell
all.
them how you stayed. You have to
Right,
tell them how you
stayed in
there
a
for 50
relationship, yeah.
years. Caller.
Oh, she's gone.
Oh.
We would love for you to call back whenever you can. Call her and tell
Yeah,
us, because
how
a lot of
yours
people
last.
don't. They marriage don't last that long. We need to know the key. How do you make it last that long? They need to know all the trials and tribulations that you go through. That stuff is going to happen in order for
Yeah, you're
marriage
gonna
to
have
last that long.
arguments. You're gonna have
The
arguments.
main key is communication. Like, long as two people got communication, listening to one another, and compromising, coming together,
Communication,
And trust.
compromise.
And trust.
yeah, and trust.
Yeah.
And then two, you got counseling. If you think you on that urge of giving up, like, you can go sit with somebody that's looking from the outside that can, help you through that situation.
I
Y'all
think,
can talk. I
me
think it'd be
personally, I
better.
feel like that should be the last resort.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, if
Yeah,
all else fails.
yeah.
Sometimes
Counseling.
things could seem so bad. I mean, you be like, "Oh, I'm getting out of this relationship. I'm running, and I never date again, ever again." But really, that's just a mild little stone right there. That's just the devil trying to get you out of your relationship. You know, the devil is doing this. You know, you have a devil on your left side and God on your right side. You know, and you just have to be strong. It's all about your strength, your your faith. You know. And then, like, it's even when you get that challenge, you want to challenge this, challenge that. I don't like when you do this. I don't like when you do that. All of that stuff will fade out and go away, you know. And then all of that would not be nothing. What it is that you just not used to somebody telling you what to do. They ain't used to you telling them what to do. And when you want to go this way and they want to go that way, and then now you arguing, you know, it's just stupid stuff.
Right, because everything is not an argument. Sometimes somebody got to humble themselves. Sometimes you just got to let stuff go and just let that person vent and say what they got to say. Because what you may think is bad in your relationship, you go over your friend's house, they stuff's off the chain, and then you looking at it like, dang, I'm mad about this.
And it's
This
really
like-
not, and it really not off the chain. It's just off the chain that time at that point, you know, because people make stuff look good, but it ain't always that, you know.
And don't listen to your friends, because you always got that one friend trying to tell you, girl, that's why you don't tell your business to nobody, because they on the outside looking in, and then you look at their life just as bad, but you trying to tell me how to do mine. It's like, no.
Yeah, that's the worst thing to do.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, what about the ones that, everything started off good, and then, you hit rock bottom, y'all constantly not getting,
No, what happened with that, somebody done got comfortable. Don't start off doing this and that ain't you, and then now you want to get comfortable.
Right.
No, you got to continue to do that. Stuff do dry up and stuff do change, but at some point you got to get back to dating. You got to get back to doing the stuff that we used to do. Don't get comfortable, because now you got me.
You still here, Trina?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. You
lot of
sure
stuff.
you still here?
Yeah, a lot of stuff just hitting home. I'm just taking it in. I'm listening with the callers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Especially
learning.
especially when it look like you might be ahead doing something a little more than that person doing, or at that time, and and they might want to try to bring you back down to their level. You don't let nobody bring you back down to their level. They come up to your level, and if they don't want to come up to your level, then that's not the person you need to be with, you know.
Yeah.
Because most of the time that's what it is too. Somebody gonna eventually rise up higher than the other one, or
Right, you take them with you.
yeah, you're
That's
gonna take them
right,
with
yeah.
you,
But
but
we got to call
Just
them. Take the
leave
call.
them behind.
Carly, thank you for calling. Your chance.
Yes. Good evening, Queens.
Hello.
Oh, hi, thank you.
Yes. Relationship. As you're saying, most of us wear masks, and we go in relationships. Understand? We usually have a mask on, and after a few weeks or whatever, you laying there in the bed, and you really don't. In other words, it's a different individual that's over there. In other words, we're taking the mask off, and that's both male and female. And so when we don't have a knowledge of our roles in relationships, male and female relationship, we go into really, we go in really without any understanding. And so we think because it becomes, in other words, our relationship a lot of times it's become, it's about a lust. It's not really a love, it's really lust. And we get that mixed up with love and lust. We get those words mixed up or whatever in relationships. And so once we come into an understanding what life is all about, male and female, is the continuation of creation and whatnot. And a lot of times, most of our lives, we base our lives on television. And we those people on TV are acting.
Yes.
They're reading a script, and it's not like what we think.
Right, and making
And
them
so
money.
we be jacked up because we try to emulate them, and it's entertainment. And so it's about man being able to maintain a woman being able to take care of a husband, and woman being able to play her role, which is to rear children. And a woman is so important in the relationship because all of us comes from a female, and if she's not really educated to who she really is, she will produce from her womb what problems that we see going on right now.
Right.
And like I will always say, the key is the woman. The woman is the key. She's God's co-helper in this continuation of creation, whatever. A lot of times in the church, they love to say, "Oh, the woman came from the man's ribs." That's a big tale. That's not truth. The woman is God's first creation because that's the only way He could have continued. He had to produce a woman first so that He can continue that cycle of life or whatever. When you sit back and think about it, understand a man releases sperm, and over 1 billion sperms are released. Close to 1 billion on average sperm, depending on the man, is released. And out of that 1 billion, it's you all and me who actually won that race, which is the biggest race in life. You won a race, there was 1 billion released, and you were the winner. And depending on understand what that mother is, understand, you think about it, that one sperm, that one cell, which is the God cell, is that first cell, is a God cell. And it attaches to the uterus of that woman, and it holds on. Because the woman having that alien with it in her body, you have immune system that actually tries to destroy it for the first 3 months of life. And it holds on to the wall of the uterus. And after a while, understand, the inside become the realization, understand that it's here. And you think about that one cell calls in a brain, calls in arms, legs, head, everything that's needed for its next journey, which is in this world or whatever. And so you are so powerful, sisters. And when you wake up and realize who you really are and what your role is, a lot of the problems that we see going on will be solved through you all, because I will continue to remind you, sister, that every race of people you see on this planet came from you. You are the Eve of this world. You are the mothers of every race of people on this planet. And you're so powerful, understand, but you got to study and find out who you really are. You're not a measurement. You are God's co-helper in the continuation of life. And that's it. And we're not going far. We're going to continue to have problems until we realize what our roles are.
Right.
But you all keep doing what you're doing. I'm glad you all have a show over these airways.
Oh, thank you.
And you are a blessing. I love you all. You all keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, love you too.
5 minutes, you guys.
Right. So just the bottom line is, as far as relationship, communication,
Trust.
trust. You just got to be
Compromising.
right. Compromise, And you gotta understand too, everybody don't know everything, because as you get older, you're changed. You're a different person too, as well. So you just have to take that in the relationship.
You might have to help somebody grow with you.
Right, you gotta grow with each other. You want to take them with you. Sometimes you just gotta be patient.
Or sometimes you just gotta leave them behind.
Sometimes, if it's helpless, you
majority
do.
of the time, you might have to leave them behind because it depends on who's growing. If you're both not growing at the same time,
Or if they not
But you
trying
won't
to
grow at the same
grow.
time. I mean,
you
well,
want-
trying to grow.
but trying, yeah, if they're
Right.
trying,
Put no effort in, then why are you here?
yeah,
Right, because the whole thing about relationship is always growth. Even when you get older, like, Ma, you a different person,
And
like you
connect-
said.
Yeah, I'm a totally different person because me and him was together. Shoot, we've been for 35, going on 36 years now. But yeah, I'm a totally different.
Right, y'all
person.
totally different. You a totally different mother. Like you said, you was a different mother for me to her and her, and like now you a different person. Now even you my mother, but you still a different. Because you're still growing. Everybody still growing.
Yeah, so
So you have to welcome
We
change
all
and be
learning from
supportive.
one another still. Like everything is, you could still learn something from somebody.
we all gonna go through bad times and good times, but
Everybody, you just know your limit, what you can deal with, what you can put up with. So, because we might have to end up continuing this.
yeah,
The mate, will we do your mate have to keep up a certain culture? If we don't finish
certain culture.
a
No,
certain
image.
image, I'm sorry, a certain image
To
to
keep
keep up
up,
with
you
you.
know.
So we're gonna start it, but I know we're gonna have to end up piggybacking off on the next time as well.
Yeah, because you can go through like how they do the videos. The guys they pay when the guys be doing a rap video, they pay people to use their house. They pay girls to come and be nude or naked or in their swimsuit. They pay for all of that, the cars and everything. It's just a showboat to get they video off. And then our young guys and young girls looking at this saying, oh, they getting paid just by doing this music and stuff. But no, they not getting paid right off the back. They eventually will, but after people
They
stole
right.
their money or
They
whatever.
not
but
getting paid
No.
as much. First off, they rating everything.
Yeah.
Them girls wouldn't even talk to them. They're paid models to be seen, not to just be there because of who the person is. And 9 times out of 10, the stuff that they're rapping about, they didn't live that life.
Right. So, that's all got to do with it too. That's what people
It's a lot
doing
of
here.
Older people who watch this, so you gotta, when you say live that life, they didn't do what they talk
They'll get
about
a
In their
video.
songs.
songs.
Sorry.
Just to break down, live their life. They didn't live that life.
What about like jobs? Like when I was younger, I'm older now, but when I was young, I didn't want to date nobody that worked at McDonald's because I didn't work at McDonald's.
see, and the
already. But
best-
that was when I was young.
be-
But now,
that's judging book back up. Cause I know what you're saying.
but no, back then,
Yeah,
I
that
was
was
young,
back then.
high school. But
You know,
now,
They're the best one.
he's
You
bringing
know
in
who changed
income.
my concept of McDonald's workers? Our cousin. Because when she worked at McDonald's, man, she drunk on the check, boy. Check used to be like $1,000. I used to be like, this is what you doing at
And then not
McDonald's.
only that, when somebody's starting to work young at that time, whether you cleaning out bathrooms or doing anything, that just shows that you working for a good common goal. You know, that means that your life is going to be something as you get up there,
Everything is a stepping
as you
stone.
grow. Yeah.
Right.
So you have to start, you have to start letting somebody boss you around. You have to start by cleaning the
Have to do
restroom,
like-
doing all kind of stuff,
I ain't cleaning no
taking it. But
restroom.
it's a learning step. But too bad we have to get ready and pack up and leave right now. So we just wanted to leave some good words with you guys and just say, stay focused and don't let nobody take you off your path.
And communicate. Listen to understand.
Want to say thank you for all the callers who called in, especially the lady with the wake up call about that dream. That was really, really deep. That was deep.
Yeah.
That was deep.
And the
It's
guys
scary.
for calling
Yes.
in. What you have to say? And thank you guys for calling in and and talking about the relationship too and stuff. So want to say
Anything
bye
else?
to all of you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.
See you.
See you
See you in
week
2
after
weeks.
next.
Yep, 2 weeks. And the week after next. Yep.
Did not know right from wrong. was a change in my soul that made me feel whole, oh baby. It took all my fears away. I have never felt nothing like that before. Please give me some more. When you have faith in yourself, Jesus will be there to turn your life around, oh baby. I need to survive this world. It's a journey we all must take along to go home with the Lord. It's a journey we all must take along to go home with the Lord. When Jesus touched me for the very first time, it took me back in time, oh baby, before I was even born. He always had his hands on me, now I can see. Did not know right from wrong. Somebody tried to preach the gospel to me, I didn't listen. I fell down on my knees. I was just a foolish person at that time, did not know what it meant. When Christ touched me, there was a change in my soul.